Hey everyone, welcome to the Burnt Brass Homestead channel. The Mr. Buddy heater is a handy little heater that is great for camping and RVing. It can also serve as an emergency backup heating solution in the event of a prolonged blackout during the cold season. But with a little creativity, it can do more. We spent 2 weeks in a tent this fall in a mountainous area. The Mr. Buddy heater came in handy those nights when temperatures dipped in the 30s and 40s. We were able to use the fan to circulate hot air throughout the tent much quicker. We also used the heater to make coffee. However, the coffee pot was kind of big at the bottom and it rested against the handle of the Mr. Buddy heater, causing it to melt a bit. Not only that, the coffee pot was not extremely sturdy sitting on such a narrow base. Therefore, I wanted to come up with a better solution. So I manufactured a grate for the Mr. Buddy myself. Now you can buy a grate designed to fit the Mr. Buddy heater from Amazon for about $40. Or like I said, you can make one for $3 and 35 minutes of your time. To make it, you will need two things. One, a metal bucket grid. This can be found in the paint section of a big box store and costs less than $4. The second item is one garden staple. This is what I found lying around the house as I was searching for things to use. But you can use an old wire hanger by bending it to form the shape. I bend and twist the support hooks of the paint grate to fit inside the top grooves of the Mr. Buddy heater, being careful not to diminish the integrity of the support hooks. The red marking is the height needed for the Mr. Buddy to be relatively flat, so the bend could not be above the red marking. I used pliers to bend the garden staple because I wanted a round 90-degree angle as opposed to a sharp one. And this is the finished product, straightforward and simple. Here I demonstrate how easy it is to assemble. The homemade front support goes on the third rung of the Mr. Buddy face guard plate. The grate fits inside the top grooves of the Mr. Buddy and rests on the homemade front support. As you can see, everything is sturdy. I demonstrate this by applying backwards and forward pressure on the unit. I also apply downward pressure. Since most of my cooking is done in cast iron frying pans, I use these to demonstrate again how sturdy this unit is. Here's the fan that we used while camping. I actually don't know how much fuel was in this tank, so hopefully there's enough. So we got that going. This pot, it's not dirty. We had popping corn last night, and this pan was used to melt the butter. I'm using this pan so that you can get an idea of how well this thing heats up. You'll see the butter melt again. It's kind of hard to tell how hot this pan will get from the camera without touch or smell. So now this will allow you guys to have the visual of just how quickly this thing heats up. I was debating on letting this run in real time, but I try to keep my videos short. So you can either play this part of the video at 1/8 of the speed to time it yourself, or trust that it took approximately 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get really hot. You can hear the butter popping. Again, I sped up this video for the sake of time, but you can slow it down if you want to time it yourself. It took the same amount of time it takes me to cook the eggs on a normal stove to cook it on the Mr. Buddy heater, which is about 2 to 3 minutes. And there we have it, fresh, cheesy eggs from the Homestead, cooked using the Mr. Buddy heater on our home manufactured Mr. Heater cooking grate. And this is what breakfast looks like on the Homestead. fresh vegetables from the garden, fresh eggs from the chicken, and homemade beef breakfast sausage patties. Now, for those of you who have a Mr. Buddy heater, you can remove the face guard and attach it to the top of the handle to be used as a grate, or flip it and insert it in the hole at the top of the metal frame. But there isn't enough support, so only lightweight food can be cooked in this manner. Neither of these two hacks support heavy items. The flames are also a little more exposed, and you want to be careful not to cook anything greasy without something to protect the pilot. I hope that you have found this video to be informative and useful. If so, please like and share this video with other people to help this channel to grow.